Bit of a special treat for you today. I have obtained exclusive, and I assure you, very real footage of something that absolutely begs for cancellation. Every aspect of what you're about to see deserves to be canceled. Not just canceled, but exiled out into the desert, alone, rejected by society. This is video from something called the Ally Awards at the Department of Interior. And after obtaining this video, I Googled the Ally Awards to learn more, and I found this document, which I assume refers to the same event. It says, the Ally Engagement and Enrichment Week Ally Awards are a People's Choice Awards sponsored by diversity change agent programs across Interior. This program empowers the workforce to recognize peer contributions towards a more inclusive culture in the workplace. And my favorite detail comes at the very end of the document. It says, nominations can be submitted by a second party or can be self-nominated. So the good news is that you can nominate yourself in order to recognize yourself for your own role as a diversity change agent. You don't need to wait for someone else to declare you an ally. You could just declare yourself, which is wonderful, in my opinion. Actually, I was so inspired that I sent Daily Wire Management an email this morning nominating myself for an award to recognize my own allyship. I'm still waiting for a response, though. Over at the Department of Interior, where our tax money is being used on this stuff, the Ally Awards were held virtually, of course, and it was a truly beautiful event. In fact, the event even featured a stirring performance of a poem called I Am Diversity. And here's how it was set up. Watch.
And now we would like to share a poem entitled I Am Diversity. The story behind this is we discovered this several years ago when we were designing a Interior Toastmasters / diversity change agent poetry forum, and that we were so moved by it, we've since decided to incorporate that, and really resonates and it echoes a lot of the themes that we learned about this week. This is by Charles Benefield, and what you're about to see is a video of Bohm and Bessie employees who participated in a recording and a recitation of this poem. Please enjoy.
Okay, well, we'll listen to the poem in a second, but they were moved by this poem. They were moved by it. And they were so moved by it that they felt inspired to get a bunch of employees together to recite it. And so here is the poem.
I am diversity. Please include me.
I'm present in every place you go.
Depending on your lens, I'm friend or foe.
I'm forced to be reckoned with.
Like the winds of change, I move. I'm swift.
I'm present when two or more are together.
If embraced, I can make the good even better.
I don't mean to interrupt this stirring rendition. I promise we'll listen to more of it as much as you don't want to. But I do have to make special note of that last line, I'm present when two or more are together. Now, students of Scripture will recognize that that is a line from the Gospel of Matthew, except that in that case it is referring to Jesus Christ. And here it is referring to diversity. So if you've ever doubted that DEI is a religion to these people, well, there you go. And let's continue.
I'm not limited to age, gender, or race.
I'm invisible at times and yet all over the place.
Don't exclude me due to a lack of knowledge.
Welcome me like the recruit fresh out of college.
Let me take my seat at the table.
Even though I may be differently able.
My experience, my passion, the authentic me
Can help add value for your company.
Learn about me. Improve my underrepresentation.
And I can provide a competitive edge to your entire nation.
I exclude no one. I am strengthened by all.
My name is Diversity, and yes, I stand tall.
Recognize me and keep me in the mix.
Together, there's no problem that we can't fix.
I'm your best hope toward true innovation.
And to many, I reflect hope and inspiration.
Your lives and companies will continue to change.
Thus, the need for diversity and inclusion will also remain.
I am diversity.
Yes, that's me.
I'm not crying. You are. Thank you so much, Alexandra.
She's crying. I mean, why wouldn't she be crying over such an emotionally gripping poem? There were so many stunning lines, but my favorite was probably, let me take my seat at the table, even though I may be differently abled. And then second place for me was this, my experience, my passion, the authentic me can help add value to your company. Grand Canyon University is a private Christian university located in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona. GCU believes that our Creator has endowed us with certain unalienable rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. They believe in equal opportunities and that the American dream is driven by purpose. GCU equips you to serve others in ways that promote your flourishing, which will create a ripple effect of transformation for generations to come. Whether you're pursuing a bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degree, Grand Canyon University's online, on-campus, and hybrid learning environments are designed to help you achieve your degree. GCU has over 330 academic programs as of September 2023. GCU will meet you where you are and provide a path to help you fulfill your unique academic, personal, and professional goals. Find your purpose today at Grand Canyon University, private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu. That's gcu.edu. Now, say what you want about the writing, but at least it rhymes. Sort of. That's more than could be said about most of the bad poetry I've forced you to endure on this show over the years. So you have to take the silver linings wherever you can find them. Now, when most normal people watch a video like the one we just saw, the thing that they will focus on, understandably so, is the political element. The fact that something called the Ally Awards even exists and that it's being held on the taxpayer's dime and time, and that they've recited, they're reciting diversity poems and all the rest of it, demonstrates again just how deep the ideological rot goes. And this is in a government agency that was founded in the 1840s to conserve and manage federal land. So it's not the kind of agency that you would expect to be hyper woke, if you didn't know any better anyway. But as this demonstrates, every federal agency is hyper woke. The virus infects every level of the federal government, every department, every agency, the entire bureaucracy is this, which is why the next Republican president in 2024, hopefully, needs to gut these agencies with a chainsaw. I mean, take them apart, cut them into pieces. There are about 2 million, I think, civilians working for the federal government, which means that at least 1 million people should be unemployed a few days after Trump takes over. Cutting half of them is a modest start. And that's the only way to treat this disease. You set a goal to fire 1 million federal employees in the first 15 days. Call it 15 days to slow the spread. That's how you deal with the political sickness. But this isn't just about politics. To me, the most disturbing thing about the video is how childish it is. Like, putting the wokeness factor entirely to the side, if they presented a poem like that to middle school students, I would say it's a bit infantilizing for kids that age. That it quite literally sounds like the kind of thing you might recite to kindergartners. Now, not that I think that they should talk about diversity and inclusion to kindergartners either, but the quality of the poem, the artistic sophistication, is at best kindergarten level. You know, it reads like something that you might find on a poster hanging in the guidance counselor's office at your kid's elementary school. And if you think I'm exaggerating about that, by the way, then here you go. Watch this. Okay, so that was an actual group of elementary school kids performing the exact same poem. The poem that adult government employees found so moving and beautiful that they had to get together and perform it for each other. This is the elementary schoolers performing it. Because our country is being run not just by woke leftists, but by woke leftists with the intelligence, not to mention the artistic sensibilities, of 5-year-olds. Which is no surprise, I suppose. The wokeness and the 5-year-old intelligence tend to go hand in hand, which is why the entire Department of Interior is today canceled. If you'd like to see what else I have to say, you can access my full show by going to dailywire.com or by going to the Matt Walsh Show Twitter page. Hope to see you there. Godspeed.